Oh yeah? Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. Plug it in, plug it in. All right, guys, I am live. So, whatever. Ooh, got him. Me? No, well, gotta get that preamble going on. Yeah. Hey, you guys want to see my credit card information? Oh, wow. That's cool. Dank. All right.
I'm okay.
Whenever you guys are ready, we could start
Let me
this
know when you're
bet.
ready,
This
Schroeder.
B.
I'm okay.
Hang on, I just want.
fast as my little fingers can.
All I want to do is check what popular things are on Twitter at the moment, so I can hashtag it.
We're good to go. I mean, we're good to go.
All right, everyone, give out the universal sign of okay.
Where is what I seek?
Fucking
Fucking mint.
The
God
live,
damn it, Nate.
changing the titles and the thing, and I'm ready.
Gang sign. God damn
Okay.
it.
Mint game gang assemble.
The rest I can do while we're doing the show, so I should be good to go.
Oh, okay.
Then 5, 5, 5, 5, 3, 2, 1. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of young ages. Welcome to the
No,
level
kids,
unlock.
kids of young ages should not be listening to this.
Yeah, that's.
You don't think so?
Kids of all ages.
I don't know, but if they listen to it, like if younger kids listen to it, they're gonna get like a lot of knowledge for the future. This is almost
There's
equivalent
not a single child that I would ever let
Our,
listen to this
our
podcast.
podcast is probably heavily restricted to children because of our language.
I think so too. Like, listen to one podcast is like equivalent to graduating high school. It's just you're gonna get so much knowledge.
I mean, if you're listening to Joe Rogan, sure.
Oh man, we're fucking way better than him.
It's
Anyways,
Joe fucking Rogan.
Yeah, kids,
yeah, but this
listen
is
to
the
this.
Level Unlock podcast.
Yeah, kids, listen to this fucking podcast, you goddamn cowards.
If you're not fucking listening to it, you're not living life. Okay, I want every age group
Jeff's-
listen to it.
yeah.
Jeff's just
2-year-olds, 5-year-olds.
Jeff's just
teens.
screaming internally during
I
this
know,
whole
it's like,
thing.
God damn it, guys.
I know. I've always been such. I've always aimed for such a like PG and like just a good family show.
And then you
I
played
with all the
Cuphead.
guys. I played Cuphead. I played. Actually, you know what really did it was the Overwatch Battle Royale with Cheeses did it. That's what did it. After
Yeah.
those, I'm just like,
I don't care anymore.
Fuck it.
Hanging out with me
oh,
in general, though, I fucking corrupted Schroeder so much when he became the lead. Like, oh,
And
he's
it's
fucking.
spread like
All right, hold-
wildfire. at work
It
right
did.
Hold,
now.
hold on, guys. Wait, I gotta get into the festive spirit. Give me a sec.
Fuck you
They
want,
say
Big
some of the
Chungus.
most inappropriate things. Would you look at that, ladies and gentlemen? For those that are listening to the show instead of watching the live show that we do Sundays around 10,
Or 10:30.
10:30ish, yeah, in that time. People Hate Studios, aka the
Jameson.
Yep, has a wonderful Christmas hat on that's glittering and glowing. It's got the lights in there. The lights are gyrating
They are.
in an upwards pattern, rotating around the top of his head like almost like what are the
Like a big
angels?
UFO up in the sky, like it's going in a rhythmic pattern. Like it
Like
you
has,
have
fun.
has to be rotating. You know, I can't understand it.
He's trying to contact them.
God damn it!
to-
Now we're gonna have to put a pre-warning on this podcast. If you experience seizures or have epilepsy, do
No,
not
this
watch
is
it.
fine.
Like
Jesus
a
Jesus
plane- a
Christ,
plane
James.
on his
It's
head,
not.
you know?
Yeah.
Oh, Santa Claus is gonna hone in on that there, yeah?
It is.
Exactly. Santa
He's-
Claus
he
is gonna
knows
come
right where to
over
land.
here so I can take all the presents.
He's gonna
Doesn't
slide right
look
into
like
them
I'm on a
DMs,
fucking
James.
Stream tonight.
I thought you
Fucking
weren't
stop it.
streaming.
Anyways,
Oh, I got none of my stuff's
12.
12, man. Always
12.
12. Welcome once again, level 48 of the Level Unlock podcast. Fucking Schroeder has got me saying levels now, level 48.
I like it
Level
though.
48.
I like it though.
But it's the pre-Christmas show.
it is
It's
the pre-Christmas show.
show.
So first, for those who, depending on, hopefully I can get this updated sooner before Christmas, before or after Christmas, regardless, Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, everybody, Happy Hanukkah, and Merry
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa.
Happy holidays, all of them.
Merry,
Yes.
happy Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. There you go.
There
Except
you
for
go.
that one.
That's heavy.
That is heavy. So welcome everybody. Welcome to the pre-Christmas show. I hope everyone's having a great day, having a great week. I know Best Buy's been a jamming with the 8 a.m.s to 11 p.m.s. So I know that's been wearing, but those are soon coming to an end, and we have Christmas on Wednesday. So
What
Merry
the
Christmas.
fuck?
Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy. Christmas is so
Doesn't
soon.
even feel like it, bros.
Holidays are already
Yeah.
almost over.
I
Yeah.
know.
I'm-
James is so upset about that. That's why he just said, "What the fuck?" 'Cause he's so he's like, "Holy shit, Christmas is here."
My shit
It
keeps
legit
crazy.
doesn't feel like it to me.
It really
I
doesn't.
haven't.
Say the Christmas spirit still happens after Christmas until New Year's, and then the second or third, and everyone's just dead.
Yep.
So,
Yep. No, I
I'm-
completely agree.
I'm also I'm in the ultimate Christmas attire right now. Not only do I have this, but I'm also wearing a
Ho ho ho.
Tidus from Final Fantasy X going, instead of laughing like an idiot, he's just screaming ho ho ho.
I like it. I fucking like it.
Bad shout outs to the Yeti Daily Designs. Take a look at Yeti.com.
So what's up, everybody? How's everyone doing this fine week leading up to good old Christmas?
I want to die.
I got Red Bull, so it's good. It's good. I'm turning this off.
I have to be there at 7:45 a.m. I don't want to.
God, it must suck to be you right now.
It really
Does.
fucking does.
That came out way wrong. I mean, it just.
No, it came out perfect. We love you, Nate.
We just-
Do we
I-
though?
I'm sorry, that's what I meant.
It was
That's
like
how
It's
fucking
fine.
Mark's comments when we were playing Call of Duty. Fucking
Confused.
with Trevor. Man, Trevor, I wish I could be as good as a gamer as you. Just the subtle jabs.
None of the others noticed that.
Say,
I didn't
fucking-
know if I did or not.
We got into a very small little bicker last night.
Who?
Huh?
Who did?
Mark and I got into a little.
Did you?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he remembers it,
Tiff?
but
I like to
We
push
got to-
people's buttons.
a little. A little
That's-
fracas.
That's Mark for you.
He's
No,
the
not
quietest
this.
dude who always makes the biggest noise. It's like fucking Mike
He's
Richards.
the most savage motherfucker I know.
Right. Even knows.
Yeah,
I
that
was
was
just,
just
I was just slightly attacked, and then I got a little agitated about
a
it.
little
because-
heated.
because the other person didn't get attacked, but he was fine.
Oh, that's hilarious. But yeah, when we were playing Call of Duty on, was it Thursday or whatever it was, just those little things from fucking Mark. Oh man, I wish I was that good at playing this game. Man, I wish I was just like you.
Try real hard someday, maybe. Just
Yeah,
maybe.
just believe in myself. Maybe one day.
It's
Believe
like,
in the
oh
heart of the
God,
cards.
It was.
I
How about-
am so terrible at that game. I don't
Honestly,
even know why I
like-
play it.
I know there's people worse than you, dog. You're good.
I'm sure, but I'm pretty terrible at that game.
We
Makes me so
we
mad.
pulled out pretty quickly. We almost got back up there.
Dude, the Rocket
She
League
said.
though is a lot of fun.
When did y'all play Rocket League?
Mark, myself, and Aimright.
Was that?
Oh, last night after I got off.
Yeah,
Dang.
Okay.
Shit, yeah, it was like 2 or 3 a.m.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Couldn't
was
do
late.
that.
Dude, I
It was
fucking
late.
suck at
I had
Rocket
a great
League.
time.
I love Rocket
I'm
League.
horrible at
Me
it.
too.
I want to play that more often. I have a couple friends that play almost professional. Like they play for fun, but they go hard.
How many people can you have in a server?
4? Oh,
Yeah, it's only
have
2v2, right?
No,
No,
you do
no.
You can have up to
4v4.
8 for drop shot.
yeah, it's 4
No,
versus
yeah.
4.
8 would be chaos. That's what you would be auto set to because
Yeah.
you can't play 4v4 normal comp. You can do 3v3s and do drop shot and all that shit.
Roger that.
You
It's
play
fun.
games against
I'm
each other.
down. Like we can link.
So how was your week, Schroeder? We'll start
Squad
with you,
up.
man.
It was pretty good. Pushed a lot of buttons at work this week.
So we can do it.
Other than that, I mean, we played some Rocket League. We played some Call of Duty. Did we beat Cuphead this week?
Yep.
You did.
Yeah, you beat
Yeah.
the devil.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
because
beat the devil.
I was streaming Fire Pokemon
And
while
I was in
watching
rare
you.
form that night. If you guys get a chance, check that out. I was going towards the end there when we started. When I knew in my soul that I had that shit.
Because that game is really weird. It like runs on a pattern, but it also kind of doesn't.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. It runs on like this little pattern, but it also feels like it's learning you.
Yeah.
It's real. But when I knew that we had this thing in the bag, it just I started getting real amped.
It's a great feeling.
Yeah, and then we did it, and oh my goodness gracious!
It's the
Then we
ultimate
played some
high.
Halo.
Then we played some
No.
Halo, and I got mad. I hate that game.
No, Halo was first. and then
I hate
COD.
Halo.
I'm
I
with
hate
you.
Halo.
I love
It's just
Halo.
too clunky. They need to optimize it. If they remastered it or something,
Frustrated.
That
it
is
makes
a
me more
10-year-old
frustrated than
game,
not
my
frustrated.
dude.
RE3.
Go play.
Right? RE3 remake? I mean, come on. They
Well,
got
I mean,
no
RE2
deal.
was
It's a
like,
straight port.
I know, but they could take a little
100%.
time and make it feel more fluid when you're running down when you're moving and stuff, and make it just. Come on, we live in the future. We're 10 years later. It should
They
feel
got
good.
another.
I mean, we do
they
live
got
in the
another
future.
week to help fix things.
Is it in beta or something?
mm-mm.
Is that why? Like,
No, it's for
what is
release.
why in 2 weeks?
No, like I personally, I gave them 2 to 3 weeks to fix some things that were wrong with it because it's a game that was never meant to go anywhere besides Xbox. And for the time, the game ran pretty smooth. I do notice clunk because I remember being able to run through Halo Reach on my Xbox 360, no fucking problem, and it was like super smooth. But like,
Yeah.
it was optimized for the time, not how fast we can move now.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
true.
it's a significantly different pace game, but it's a pain in the ass for sure.
Once ODST comes out, fucking Walker's gonna change his goddamn tone entirely. He's gonna fucking
Yeah,
be
he
like,
is.
oh my god, it's the greatest game ever,
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I hope that happens.
fucker.
Yeah, pretty much. Anything else, Schroeder?
What else did we do this week? Do you guys know?
I don't know. Just gamed.
Battle Royale?
I think that's.
No, we didn't do the battle
No.
royale.
Yeah, it was everybody got out of work super late that night.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I think that's about it, really. Started working on a paint over there, but other than that, not a whole ton of other things, I suppose.
Shit. How about you, Mark?
Nothing too crazy. I've honestly have been taking this week off just to play some video games. I spent way too much money at the Steam Winter Sale. Bought a bunch of VR games and realized that my computer's not really up to snuff to play some of them. Like I tried playing Arizona Sunshine.
Ooh, I hear
And I
that's really
realized-
good.
It's really good. I got stuck on a part, but I don't want to say which one because if you've ever played the game, it's like in the beginning, and I still couldn't figure out how to do it.
I've never heard of it. What
Also,
is it?
It's just a VR story based like zombie shooter,
Okay.
like Western style, I guess. It's like in the setting of a desert, and you will pretty much just wake up in a cave with a bunch of shit everywhere that you can interact with.
Nice. Shit.
Pretty neat. Yeah, I've just been picking up a handful of games there. I've been playing Bioshock 2 just to get back into it, or just to try it. And then I played Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. I
Yeah, you
believe.
bet.
Yeah, it was
Tabs.
$7. I wanted to pick up that shit, and definitely recommend it if you want like something to waste time, something to melt your computer really.
Yeah,
quick.
did it melt your computer yet?
Not really.
Okay.
It
Give
ran
it
a
ti-
lot better than
Give
Call
it
of Duty.
time. Give it time.
Not gonna lie. Beyond that, nothing too crazy. Just trying to clean up and get my life together.
How about
Do
you,
that for-
Nathaniel?
24 years.
Not too much, honestly. Can you all hear me correctly? I'm kind of far away. There we go.
Yeah, I know we can hear you.
So
You're fine.
no, like not too much. Played some video games with the boys. Played some Call of Duty, Halo. Found a free game called Deceit that I actually like a lot. I don't know if anyone else. had
Oh
against it.
yeah,
I thought it was
forgot
fun.
about that. That was fun.
I think Deceit's a
too
pretty
bad.
fun game. Like if
Yeah,
we all
that was
got
a
like
good
Dead by
time.
Daylight, it'd probably be more fun as well. But like it's a
Fun.
solid game. For anyone who doesn't know what Deceit is, kind of said it
Oh,
as well.
like
I said
that.
Dead by Daylight. It's
Mother bitch.
it's kind of a murder mystery if you think about it, I guess, because two people I believe become the infected, but you all look the same until lights out, and once it blacks out, you're able to evolve if you drink enough blood, and you turn into like this fucking either a yeti or the experiment, or you also can turn into a werewolf or a vampire, which I kind of want to buy those DLCs because they look cool and they have different powers. You can like convince you have this like over convincing aura when you're a vampire, because I don't know if you guys are familiar with like vampire lore and shit, but they tend to be pretty smooth and like convincing because they fuck with your mind. But
To make
Yeah.
some evil.
got into a
Talked about this the other night.
semi-philosophical conversation last night, which was interesting to say the least.
We did.
The whole fucking zero-sum game people thing.
Oh yeah.
That was interesting. I don't know. I'm still torn on exactly how I feel about all that, but Yeah.
I wasn't even listening.
all that you said the entire time was, that's pretty vague. It's all pretty vague. And I'm like, ah. Then nothing else from fucking Mark. Just
I
something
don't
to
talk
push
about
people a little bit.
politics. Like that's the one thing I really don't bring up because like I just like to poke holes in how people talk and how logic comes together. So like I don't talk about politics because I piss too many people off.
I don't think we necessarily talking about politics. I just think we're talking about like the human condition as a whole.
Yeah, but like whenever you start talking about how to fix that sort of thing, then it becomes political.
No, yeah, you get some like
So-
governmental shit and whatnot. I feel it.
I just try not to talk about that unless I have to.
See, I love conversating about that because I like to do the similar thing. But like when I have people who, not necessarily that you're like people that are just overall smarter than me, because obviously there are like I'm not an incredibly intelligent human, but like I know some of my shit. But I just there are like I know you if you got into it, Mark, you could. And honestly, Schroeder too could probably articulate shit way better than I can because I think way too quickly to be able to speak like exactly how I want to say things. I'm just not good at like keeping up with my wording. And then I fucking like end up backtracking and losing exactly what I was trying to say because I like it's already fucking gone. But yeah, like it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it at least. I also like to push people's buttons and
Well,
like
you
to see how far
guys,
they'll go.
you guys know very well. I used to love to gab all about that stuff. I don't do it very much anymore. It's annoying to me now. It's like I feel like I've talked about everything there is I need to talk about. I don't need to talk about it anymore. Like
I just
wonder if that's just the thing about. Yeah, did I get bored with it? Do I just forget it? You're not gonna get what I'm trying to say, anyways. Is it? What is that? Anybody else
realize
experience that? Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't talk about conspiracy theories like I used to at all, or don't even look into it anymore because it's just like, bro, if you would have talked to me like a couple years ago, I used to annoy the rest of all these other guys here
I didn't know
because of how hard I used to go into that shit. And then
I
just
remember
don't-
hearing the stories of you and Doug talking about conspiracies.
Yo, me and my buddy, I think his name was Matt, literally solved the entire universe and how it was made and just decipher everything. We knew it all. I forgot the next day, but we did for a minute.
like
I remember the general idea.
I can talk to Doug about that shit for hours. Like me and him just go back and forth on how things could work. And like me and him have yet to really disagree on something, which is what I want. I want someone to like push back. Like me and him have just very, very, very similar opinions. And just I want someone who has an opposite opinion so we can articulate and battle back and forth. But like friendly, not like anyone gets mad.
I will have to say that the conversations we have had have always felt very civil with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
when we
Like
do
me,
have 'em.
yourself and me, we have different views on the current leader as of
Yeah.
now, but it's
And personally, I think even on paper, socialism is a crummy bullshit. Even on paper, they say, "Oh, it looks perfect it looks good on paper." No, the fuck it
Communist-
doesn't. Any system
socialism.
that
I
steals
agree.
from you. It's not a
Communism,
good
on the other
system.
hand, is perfect on paper.
Takes
not.
takes a politics class in college
It's not.
once.
It's still no, it's not. It still takes the idea of if you work harder, it doesn't matter. You can't. Ambition doesn't exist typically in those
That's the
segments.
entire idea, though, is to make
But in a
people not have
communist
to work
empire,
equally.
it would.
It would.
Yeah, if
it's
if
just
you
like-
work harder, the entire community would benefit from your working harder, and that's the point of communism.
It's to kind of push the idea of like
I
perfect
see
equality.
that. Okay, that's a perceptive. Okay, I see what you're saying. It just, yeah.
I gotcha, and I don't want to get too
I
much.
feel
into
you.
it.
I know what
I
you're
know-
saying, but
I know James and Walker aren't. What the fuck is Walker's trying to break the tension? That ain't gonna work. I
so
was
it's
gonna
two
stop.
different just ways of thinking about stuff.
I was gonna stop Walker,
Maybe.
but no, like I know James and Walker don't really fuck with all that. So like I'm not gonna go too far into that kind of conversation.
I can't even hear Walker. He muted.
No,
I-
he's muted.
I'll put the countdown clock back up.
You fucking try to censor me, boy.
I know. Are we supposed to talk about gaming?
Yeah,
We
does
are.
anybody want to talk about their week still?
Yeah.
Like,
I have a
Yeah,
quick
okay,
question.
well,
Yo,
Hey,
I
hey,
could talk
question.
to you guys about Silent
wait
Hill
until
for
we're done.
5 hours.
Yeah, what do you have?
if you
What are you
want?
saying, Schroeder? Go ahead.
Well, I could wait, but just ideas for what game to play next. Now that
Oh, go
that's
ahead.
done.
Just to finish up my
Ask
week
him.
real fast.
Probably
I
Pedro.
haven't done
But
it
yeah,
in a
yeah.
while.
Do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing. I
Not-
know that thought would have disappeared if I didn't get it
No, I
out.
got you. But yeah, other than that, the idea popped up. I think James gave it to Schroeder and myself actually. If my thing will ever decide to let me stream, because it keeps saying failure to connect to internet, but my internet's fine because obviously I'm here. But whatever. Gonna do a run through my friend Pedro, and I think that if Schroeder's down as well, we can do that. We can just have a little back and forth, see who can get there quicker, who
Or
can
who-
beat the game.
Who can get the sickest kills?
Trick shots.
Trick
You
shots.
get the most savage trick shots.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna do a double barrel, motherfucking Misty flip,
Oh shit.
eating a cheeseburger,
Fuck.
doing
There
a
you go.
shooting a pan in the air with my toe,
With your toe.
backflip, Matrix
Nate,
slow motion.
there's no way you're gonna beat that. Just give up
I like
now,
it.
Nate. Don't even play.
Anything else, Nate?
I'll just put my gun under my leg and lift it above
Yeah.
my head and
Like it.
shoot his toe. How's that?
Anything else for your
that would
week, Nate?
spoil my whole plan.
But yeah, not really. Other than that,
Gotta
kind of just
recalibrate.
been got a new PlayStation. Got picked up. Well, didn't pick up, but it came with 3 pretty big games. I'm gonna be picking up an Elgato probably within the next month or a couple weeks, so I can stream good old Last of Us since number 2 is coming out soon. Can
Yeah,
give
B.
everyone a little refresher. But
That'd be
yeah,
cool.
playing some God of War. Very confused on who I
War.
just killed. I'm not positive, but yeah, that's that. I had some dude that looked like fucking. Oh, little quick little plug. I made a video for my TikTok, and fucking I was roasting this character, and because he looks like a fucking tweaked out Conor McGregor, and he's
Look at
just
this
covered in
dude.
ruins.
Everybody's just turned off like the podcast. That's all.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Everyone was fucking
Roasting.
But yeah, that was kind of my week. I didn't do too much.
So before we go, Schroeder, what was your thing before you forget it? What games you trying to play?
Nope, that sounds probably Pedro. I'll probably play that. That sounds fun.
I'm
It's
either-
good.
Video previews for it looks fun.
I'm definitely gonna try that, or
Yeah, I think that's a good
or
one.
run Ori.
Mission
Good.
accomplished. I know
What
Oh,
about you, James?
shit.
So I had a pretty eventful week. I know you and I, Walker, had pretty eventful weeks. So I watched some things, more specifically a thing, The Witcher TV
How'd you like
series
it?
on
Oh.
Netflix.
How is it?
It's fantastic. It's really good. Henry Cavill plays a great Geralt of Riviera.
Yeah, they said he's phenomenal with that character.
Yeah, he plays it
Fabulous.
absolutely perfectly. He has such a good monotone voice where he shows no emotion at all, and just nails the character.
They made
Uh,
like behind the scenes documentaries about him doing that.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah, he's
um,
getting really good reviews for it. That's good.
the action seems just like out of the game. Very, very fluid. A lot of time went into it. I'm imagining a lot of takes went into it because there's some shots that it's incredible if it happened in one shot. The monster designs are great. It looks just like out of the games. The only
Sorry.
issue I would have with it is that they don't say characters' names. Pretty important character, Siri, who is a huge part of the story. I'm almost done with episode 3. I found out who Siri was, this little girl, that her name was Siri because of the subtitles. I had subtitles on. Other than that, they didn't say her fucking name at all. Now maybe if I played the games or read
Are
the
you
book.
supposed to know who they are? Like, is that what they're leaving it up to, or are they just kind of leaving it up
Probably.
to mystery?
No, it's probably you know who she is.
Yeah,
If I-
like, you're supposed to like decipher from the books of the game. I imagine.
Yeah, I'm sure
So I'm
if
assuming
I
people
did that,
whoever never played or watched them aren't gonna watch this, so that makes sense.
it's very Game of Thronesy.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Siri.
Pretty much. There's a lot of tits and a voluptuous bazongas, as I like to call it.
I like it.
Yeah, a lot of boobs. They swap between a few characters a lot. They swap between Geralt, Ciri, and some bitch who I don't know who it is. She's a witch, or well, she's learning the sorcery spellcraft. So I think it's that character that I think.
Doesn't it start with like an M or some shit?
I think so. I didn't really play much of The Witcher, but now I really want to play The Witcher. Episode 2 was kind of all right because the show about The Witcher sure didn't have a lot of The Witcher in it. Maybe Geralt was there for like 15 minutes out of this hour-long show. That's pretty cool. But otherwise, it's fantastic. You all should watch it. It's really good.
Definitely will.
I have too many shows to watch.
Watch this instead. Fuck everything else. Watch this instead. Rise up, gamer.
The only other semi-interesting thing.
Exactly.
I got Disney Plus, so I've been watching The Mandalorian, that's not the Shanding one, but I've also been watching a lot of old school shit, like The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Sweet Life on Deck.
My
And also
second
I've been
favorite
watching-
anime.
I've also been watching good old Hannah Montana again, because I fucked with that show hard.
I'd
when I was
rather
a child.
watch Hannah Montana than the Witcher series.
You're goddamn right. I gotta know
Holy
how
shit.
Jackson and Rico fucking figure out how to get wings, because
I was literally
chicken
gonna hit
soup.
the share button, but let's not get shared.
All right, and then Nate's off the podcast now.
Yep.
He is officially banned. Oh, there he goes. He's banned.
Oh, I'm
This
coming
is
back.
funny.
Jesus
No, I will watch
Christ.
The Witcher. I just after
You
I get
do,
to the
yeah.
rest of Mandalorian.
Yeah.
In Hannah Montana.
Hannah
not
Montana-
judging.
You're
I'm
not even
not
watching
judging.
like
Alright.
fucking gargoyles
Oh my god.
or Goof Troop.
I've
No,
been watching Ultimate
no.
Spider-Man too.
You've been watching Hannah on fucking Tana.
Yep.
Her pre-twerking days. Christ.
I
I'm
watched,
pissed
like,
off
a
now.
Season, okay.
I'm actually upset right now.
Did you not watch that when you were a kid?
No.
No.
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ. I don't. Fuck off.
You're all a little
not a
older than me. It's
program.
not fair.
Now, if it was That's So Raven, that would be a completely different conversation.
That's not even the great. That's not even that great.
Or Kim Possible.
wrong?
That's different. Like, don't
I
even
wasn't watching
start
Kim
talking.
Possible too.
But like,
Can't
The
even talk
fuck
about
out of
nothing.
here.
I
Hannah
frustrated
Montana
you.
is better than That's So Raven. Get
Make sure you
the
add fucking Lizzie McGuire
fuck
into that
out
while
of
you're at it.
here.
Wizards of the
Alright.
Waverly Place has been my main thing though. For that.
All right, what else have I been doing with my week? I played one
I
of my.
thought I fucking knew you guys. Like, oh my god.
We're learning
I am
so
learning
much
so
about
much
each other.
tonight.
I fucking hate this. I hate all of you.
I know.
It's so bad. How can
Why are we still doing these?
Why?
I just like stirring the pot.
Motherfucker put a blender in the pot.
Yeah,
While it's
you're
still
just
plugged in.
Yeah.
Just threw it right in.
starting up that Ninja blender.
Yeah.
Set it on pulse.
My Blendtec blender.
Threw a Blendtec blender into the foodie.
Pretty much. So what else you did? What else did the James did?
Words. Trust me, I know. I have played probably one. Okay, so this may sound weird, but I had probably the most fun in a video game I've had all year. I played.
It's weird that
I played a
watching
game
Hannah
called.
Montana.
I played a game called Sayonara Wild Hearts,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Kinda.
originally an iOS game for Apple Arcade that got ported to pretty much everything. For those who don't know, Nate, I know you've played it.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all know what Sayonara Wild Hearts is?
I
At
know
all?
I've heard of it.
A good fucking game.
It's fantastic. It's a endless runner almost. It's a runner game set up in different stages with some quick time events. Seems very basic, right? Very basic pitch. The thing that really makes this unique is the music and the art style.
Mhm.
The music's very synth wavy and very like immersive and cool study beats you can chill/study to.
Gotcha.
The art style is very 1980s neon pop art, and it just looks phenomenal. I sat down and played it for about, I would say, 2 hours before a stream. Beat the fucking thing in one sitting. I had an absolute blast during the entire thing. It's one of those games that I feel like they made just for me, just to pander to me, because I'm a sucker for all that shit. So, Silent Wild Hearts. There's a damn good reason it was nominated for some stuff at the Game Awards. Fire Emblem got a sick crit that saved a run, so that's pretty cool. In Fire Emblem, Pokemon basically at the end almost, but some people are telling me I'm at the end, but other people are telling me no, you're not even close. So I don't even know anymore. I don't know who to
Have you
believe.
caught them all?
No, I haven't caught them all yet. Not close.
That's probably what they're talking about.
No, even the story, because I just passed Victory Road, and I'm like right there at the doorstep to the semifinals before I can go fight the main boss, the main guy, the main guy.
Words are hard.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know where I'm at in this game. It's confusing. I felt like I sped through this. I'm only like 20 hours in, which is pretty decent for a Pokemon. That's about the length of a Pokemon game normally. But now people are telling me, no, you still got like another 10 hours to go, 12 hours to go. And then another person's like, no, you're like right fucking there, dude. Get out of here. I'm like, okay, I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow what happens. You guys might be seeing me next week asking, hey, what the fuck should I play next? I don't know.
I just did that.
Yeah, exactly. I also went and saw a buddy of mine who gave me some presents for Christmas, for Mary Chrysler. And it's very fitting because it's video game related and one of my favorite video games too. So he got me this tin box that says Umbrella Corporation.
That's
and
cool.
inside of it has a bunch of fucking T-Virus samples in it.
Yeah, that's uncomfortable.
So I can just go around and be like, hey,
You should smell them.
I already tried. The caps don't open. The caps just
Yeah.
refuse to open. I was hoping they would be like energy drinks or something, but no.
You gotta syringe that shit and try it out.
Yeah.
They
So-
say it makes you stronger.
So
Powerful.
I could start just throwing T-viruses at people and infecting them. But what do I do afterwards? The next course of action would be, hey, I gotta go to a police station and hang out there. Oh no. But what about all the keys, all those weird keys to the police station? That's Commissioner Irons put in because he's a fucking crazy man. Well, he has me covered. He bought me all the keys to the Raccoon City Police Department. So now I can open
Nice.
up every single door in the Raccoon City Police Department.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And they
Those
go
are
onto
pretty
a
cool.
they go into a chain for a necklace, but the chain that it came with is way too small for my gigantic neck. So
You just got a strong neck.
I do have a strong neck. It's from all the yelling and screaming that I do, and all
And
the
the toad
neighbors.
voicing.
Yes.
Solely
It's from the
toad
Viking
voicing.
death metal.
Nah, man, it's from the Toad voice. It's from the Toad voice. Me singing Viking death metal as Toad.
Schroeder knows.
Using the Tibetan throat singing.
Yeah.
But I also purchased on my Switch the Naruto Ultimate Ninja 1, 2, and 3. so me and this fucker above me, Nate, can play it sometime.
Sure. I fucking died. Hell yeah.
But that's my week.
Nice. And then I had a pretty decent week for actually once, not video game related. Got a Costco membership, so that was kind of
Woo!
cool. That was
Ooh, adulting.
Fucking
highlight.
lit.
It's a highlight.
You're about to get
When-
turned on that Costco. Get all them
When'd you,
coffins.
the Winter Wonderland
Get all the coffee.
thing that I posted pictures on in the Discord. There actually was snow, so that was kind of cool.
But it's synthetic snow, so it doesn't count.
No bubbles, but it's close. Looked like snow. Everyone was piled around it, but it was pretty cool. There was literally streets that had synchronized lights, like a entire like a block of houses. They all had lights that synchronized to music together.
So it's like an Avicii concert.
Yeah, pretty much. If you guys seen the video, I put there was like a water display, like a Vegas thing, where the water like sprayed out and it was synchronized to music. Things like that. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, that was. So that was pretty awesome. And then I watched every Star Wars movie this past week. 1 through 8.
Did you watch Solo and Rogue One?
I watched the last 25 minutes of Rogue One. I skipped the rest of the movie just because it just leads into the last 25 minutes is what leads into A New Hope. That's the only reason why I watched it.
Yeah,
You
but
should watch that first.
yeah,
I did.
but
I watched 1, 2, and 3. I watched the last 25 minutes of Rogue One. Then I watched
What?
4.
Walker, have you ever seen Rogue One?
Yeah, I've seen it multiple times.
Yeah, but it's really good. It's a good war movie.
Yeah, I know,
It's
but
only an okay movie.
I was running out of time. I only had like 3 days to get in 5 movies, so I only watched the
Who needs sleep?
first 25. I only watched the last 25 minutes when they actually transmitted the plans to the desk to Leia, and then when she ends, what does this mean? It's hope, and her face is moving.
It was
it's
pretty
good
bad.
CGI. So, and then last night at freaking 11 o'clock p.m. I went and saw
Your time
Star
or our
Wars-
time?
My time, 11 p.m.
Oh,
my time.
Jesus.
I went and seen Star Wars Episode 9, the Rise of Skywalker.
So,
um,
without any spoilers, what was your genuine opinion?
That all the critics are wrong, by far. They said the movie was boring. It definitely wasn't boring. They said there was hardly any action. That's 100% wrong. They said there was too much dialogue. Once again, I felt that was wrong. It is rated the worst Star Wars movie in history. It has got a 54% on Rotten Tomatoes. It is tied with The Phantom Menace,
Nice.
which blows my mind that it is rated that bad, and it definitely was not that bad at all.
All right, where would you rate it on all the Star Wars movies?
My ultimate favorite is The Revenge of the Sith. Honestly, I would put this at like two or three. Yeah, I honestly thought it was that good. It honestly was a perfect. Yeah, there was some kind of like open pieces, but not really that many. I would probably put it at 3. I would put Revenge of the Sith, Return of the Jedi, and then I would put this.
So, I have a very important question.
Yeah.
Okay. So, obviously, without any spoilers, because it's been out for a day, less than that probably. Well, yeah, it's 11, so yeah, a day. But what is the character development there? Did they actually grow as people? Because if
Yeah.
they didn't, I don't care.
And yeah,
Like, is it impactfully?
one of the criticisms is it was very fast paced because The Last Jedi put a lot of bad taste in people's mouth, and it didn't really do a lot of development. So this movie had to finish all that development and tell the story and complete the saga. And it did it. Yeah, it was rather quick, but they explain every piece of it.
I have a question I'm going to
I-
ask you off stream because I actually don't
like
know the spoiler part of it.
like in the trailers, there's a laugh, and if you haven't seen the trailer, then that's your own fault. It explains what that laugh was.
Okay, so without spoiling, once again, sorry, not to keep
No,
questioning,
you're good.
because I have genuine questions about this movie because I'm also a big Star Wars person. Is that laugh real? Like, is it
Yeah,
a
100%.
legitimate thing that's still around?
Yep.
No shit. Okay,
Yeah,
now
and
now I'm interested.
That's the very first scene of the movie.
Okay.
So yeah, it's on. I thought it told a very, very, very good story. It completed it phenomenally, and it was a good send off. They honestly could keep going if they honestly truly wanted to. They could keep going. They're not. This is the last story of this saga, but I do not believe the critics. I do not utterly truly believe it should be rated a 54% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I honestly don't know why that it is. So
I have a question. How the fuck would you rate this higher than the best Star Wars movie, Empire Strikes Back?
it's
How the fuck?
to me, it's not the best one.
Empire
really
Strikes
not.
Back isn't the best Star Wars
Get
movie.
the fuck out of here.
And I know that's like
no.
a general consensus among a lot of people that it's the best one, but
one of
I
the best movies
don't
ever
think
made.
it's the best one. I really
Debatable.
Well,
don't. And I
we're
really
gonna
don't
have
see it either.
we're gonna have a shirts off fist fight soon.
I love the reason why I love Revenge of the Sith, the best lightsaber battle out of any of the movies.
100%.
Anakin versus Obi-Wan Kenobi. That last fight scene was phenomenal.
He took the high ground, or he
Yeah.
didn't take the high ground.
I got the high ground.
Took the high ground.
You cannot win it.
Um,
I have the high ground.
That was I thought was amazing. I loved Return of the Jedi because it had they like developed Luke Skywalker. He's a Jedi master, made his own lightsaber, all that stuff. And then this one, it had a lot of good scenes and a lot of good stuff. A lot of pieces that it other movies questioned. This finally answered. Like the biggest question in the first movie, well, in the second movie too of this saga, that the main character always asked herself, you found out, 100%. And it did it really well. So, but yeah, that was pretty much my week. Yeah,
So I have one more question for you.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably not gonna be one more. I'm probably gonna ask you much more, but not on the stream per se. But
and it's not long either. It's only 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah,
that's not bad. That's not bad comparatively.
Now they
But,
honestly could have made it longer, but they didn't.
So like, is it to the point where like everyone's story is actually closed, or do you feel like there are some? Be as honest without like being biased to Star Wars at all. Like, I feel like they probably left loose ends because we only had 3 movies of these characters. There's nowhere
Yeah.
near there's no way that's enough time.
Kylo Ren's yes, Rey's no.
Were you still asking questions like about? Okay, we used to Kylo Ren. Yes. So were you still asking questions about that? Because that would be like the biggest indicator of, they didn't really complete this per se.
No. I thought the way they went with him was perfect. What they did with Rey, and if you watch it, they could keep going.
Okay.
So yeah, they definitely could keep going. There is 50. I just read it today. 50 Easter eggs in this movie that span through an Easter egg from every single movie that was ever made. Which is pretty cool. So, yeah, there is, and then different scenes you'll see it. There is some controversy on this movie already overseas.
Somewhat.
Controversy. Controversy.
Controversy?
Yeah. No, I know the word.
There is a scene where 2 women kiss. Disney and Star Wars did not tell this countries that it is illegal to be gay in.
What the fuck countries is it illegal to be gay in?
A
I
lot of
actually
a
them.
don't
lot.
know.
There's a lot. So the movie aired without them saying this, and it showed two women kissing in the background. It's nothing like if you're not paying attention, you don't see it, but it's there. And
So this is something you have to look for to bitch about.
exactly, and it's
Okay.
being banned. This particular scene is being censored. It's not being deleted out of the movie. It's being blurred and censored in countries that it's illegal to be gay in.
It's fucking
There was
terrible.
another movie they did that in. I can't remember what it was, but they like
Yep.
certain countries had like clips cut out and whatnot because they
So
didn't fit
silly.
their idea.
Fucking
Yeah.
That's
terrible.
so
And they're-
dumb.
Pissed at Disney because Disney didn't tell them.
Disney's trying to be more forward. Leave them the fuck
Yeah.
alone.
And the only last thing I'll say about this, there is remember I said earlier about your hat with the warning if you have seizures at that all that stuff. There is a warning at the beginning of Star Wars. If you have seizures, if you're prone to flashing lights, do not watch this movie.
I
I've
think
never
that
seen
should be
that.
on more movies.
I've never
Yeah.
seen that in a movie before.
I'm
So
surprised that's not on the other ones, actually.
Yeah.
that is a huge thing that should be on the front screen for the It Chapter 2 because there was an entire like 25-minute scene where that was going on, and like my girlfriend couldn't watch it because it kept giving her like a migraine. It's like I definitely think that should be more prominent.
I was actually super surprised. I've never seen that. I was like, "There's a fucking warning at the beginning of this
Mhm.
movie." I was like, "That's kind of cool."
Video games have been doing that for years, but movies apparently can't.
But yeah, it was great. Like I said, I don't buy the critics. I just don't listen to the critics. Critics in this, I feel they got it wrong, 100%. 100%. I will go to my grave with that. That I feel the critics got it wrong. So, speaking of Star Wars, let's get into some news.
Yeah.
Finally.
Let's do it.
Star Wars #1 box office movie in the world,
Yeah, but it still
Um,
did shit.
as expected. Yeah, but unfortunately, once again, it did very bad. It was the lowest opening of a Star Wars movie in history
Of course.
at only $176 million United States, compared to the 270 million that The Force Awakens.
The Force
It's the
Awakens
world.
did like 170 million on opening night alone.
It reigned supreme, though. It, obviously, like I said, it was #1 in the box office. But honestly, The Last Jedi, it really hurt it.
I didn't
Um,
think that movie was that bad, to tell you the truth.
I didn't either. When I watched other Star Wars movies, I'm like, okay, it's not as horrible. Yeah, there was a lot of like filler when they went to the casino and shit, but we had #1 movie worldwide. Cats also was released. It is the biggest box office flop of the year. It did $5 million.
There are parts of that movie that are not rendered.
Nope.
There are fucking parts of it where people like they're wearing like their orange suits and the fur isn't rendered or the hands aren't rendered. So you
Yep.
just see old man hands.
Yep, and because of that, they actually just sent today a new copy of the movie to every single movie theater in the world because the
Good.
movie wasn't done.
That's probably for the
They
best.
sent them the wrong version.
So yeah, today they just had to send every cinema a brand new copy of the movie that changes the graphics of the cats.
I want to see what's in those patch notes.
I only want to watch that for James
The
Corden
book.
alone. That's it.
Yep, yeah, it did $5 million. It is the worst big box office flop of the entire year, for the people that it had in it. James
There were some
Corden, Idris
big name
Elba,
actors.
Taylor Swift, Jason Derulo. There was another one who won a bunch of Academy Awards. She was the older lady. Yeah, it did very, 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 very bad. Frozen also this weekend became Disney's third animated movie to reach $1 billion. Zootopia and Frozen 1 are the only other two. I did not
Zootopia's
know
really good.
That
Zootopia is so good.
I had to look this up. I'm like, no, fuck. Every Toy Story made over $1 billion. No, they
Mm.
didn't. I did not know that. And because Lion King isn't animated, that doesn't count. So
I mean, CGI is animation.
Oh, you missed this last week. You weren't here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you did. Fuck.
CGI is fucking animation. Is anyone gonna fight me on this, or does everyone agree?
Really random rant, really quick. Disney played themselves, so they nominated The Lion King for the Golden Globes to be the best picture of the year, and did not want it to be in the category of the best animated movie of the year. The Screen Actors Guild basically called Disney and said, "You're fucking stupid," and nominated it for best animated movie without Disney's permission.
Yeah, Disney's like, it's not animated, it's live action.
Yep.
But everyone's
So,
like,
yeah,
it's all CGI. Yeah,
The
but
Screen
shut up.
Actors Guild just laughed in their faces.
So they're telling me they taught fucking lions and animals.
No,
talk.
no, they're not, because it's all CG. It's all CG though.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
Disney's like, yeah, it's CG, but it's not animated.
They're like,
The
is
fuck
any
do
of
you
this
think
part,
CG
is any part of this movie real? And we're like, well, no, it was all computer generated. And the Screen Actors were like, okay, it's an animated movie. Disney was like, no, it is as live action as Aladdin. Like,
So
Your
they,
mistake is,
they effectively shot themselves in the foot.
they did. Yeah, they played themselves.
It's as live action as fucking The Hobbit, Destination of Smile.
There's part of me that wants to see The Lion King win the Golden Globe for best animated
Best
picture now.
animation. Just the Disney guys go up and be like,
Fuck.
yeah, we won. James, last piece, a couple more pieces of movie news. James Cameron came out and said Avatar 1 will rebeat Avengers Endgame, as he is re-releasing it into movie theaters next year
It's not.
ahead of
I'm gonna watch it.
Avatar 2.
I'm gonna go see it.
He's putting it back
doing
to
my
theaters,
part.
so
Yeah.
basically
Oh.
so people can remember the movie.
I'll go see it.
I'm gonna do my
I
part.
honestly,
Why
I
would
don't
they
think-
do that? It's on Disney Plus.
because it has nothing to do with remembering. He just doesn't want Avengers to be number one. I guarantee that's it.
I'm gonna double feature it. I'm going to go watch Fern Gully and then go watch Blue Fern Gully in the theaters to do my part.
So, and he also says Avatar 2 will beat Endgame's opening box office record and will also beat Endgame's total box office gross.
We'll
I
see.
hope.
Wow.
I hope.
That's a really big accusation, so we'll see.
Big claims.
Yeah.
That is a big thing.
Birds of Prey, the Harley Quinn movie, is officially rated R, making it the DC's first rated R movie, which I thought
excuse me?
Suicide Squad is rated R.
No, that's PG-13. But what about Joker?
Is it?
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah, technically, but they don't count that into like the cinematic like verse.
That's,
of, like,
but it's
Batman
still
and
a
shit.
DC movie. I'm confused.
It is. Well, they're saying they're considering it DC's first rated R movie, even though technically, yes, Joker was. But I can see where they're saying it's separate because it's different timelines. Jackass the Movie 4 is confirmed today.
I'm excited for that.
Comes out 2021. The Lego Movie is coming out with more movies, but not by Warner Brothers. Their contract expired, and the Lego company did not renew. They renewed with Universal. The Quiet Place 2. Who's seen that?
I've heard of. I haven't seen it. I need to see it.
That's
The
the
first
John
one.
Krasinski movie, right?
Yeah, where they have the sign language. They basically live in a post-apocalyptic world where if they're loud, these giant monsters come and eat their faces off.
Neat.
They just finished filming. Number 1 was phenomenal. They just finished filming number 2, and it picks up right where number 1 ends off. There is no time gap. You basically just the story right continues, which is kind of cool. Fast and the Furious 9. So for those who, so for those who were here last week at the Video Game Awards, Vin Diesel came out.
No, the Game Awards. The Video Game
Game
Awards is
Awards.
something different.
Sorry, at the Game
No,
Awards.
there we
he
go.
came out. He came out and they talked about Fast and the Furious the movie, and he had mentioned that he had seen the 4.5-minute trailer for Fast and the Furious 9, and people were thinking that he was playing. He is not. January 30th, they were having a concert in Miami with Ludacris, Dua Lipa, Pitbull to announce the trailer for Fast and Furious 9. and it'll be streamed live on YouTube. So there will be a concert, and at the end of the concert, they will be playing a 4.5-minute trailer for Fast 9.
Guess what? I'm not gonna watch that.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they're doing this. Like they're literally trying to make this like the Vin Diesel came out and said this is going to be the spectacle of the year. There's going to be fireworks. There's going to be celebrities. It's going to be huge.
The only possible logical idea I can have for that is the fact that all the artists, all right,
Artist.
all the artists that are going to be playing that show probably have some form of new hit song inside of them.
Wiz Khalifa and Charlie Puth will also be there, which I'm guessing they'll be doing.
See you again.
See you again. Yeah, a concert and the trailer drop with the cast of Fast 9. Oh, it's called F9, by the way, is the official title.
What a fucking dumb name.
Yeah, the official title is F9.
Fucking
So-
9.
But yeah,
Fucking
so that's some movie news. Let's get into some game news. James, you want to start, or Mark, whoever? I know you don't have very much, James.
I mean, I could talk about my two gaming things if you like.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So we've talked about this company a few times on the podcast. Tencent. They're the Chinese company that owns part of Blizzard and basically does everything in China, all the gaming stuff. So this month, Tencent, this is from GameIndustry.biz, they soft launched a service called Tencent Start, which is a cloud gaming service in China with a few PC games. So, Blade and Soul, Path of Exile, Fortnite, and NBA 2K Online 2 are part of the beta test. So, let's see if Tencent can do a better job than Google. Speaking of doing a better job or trying to do a better job than another company, Sony is going to try to make an Xbox Elite controller for the PlayStation
are.
4.
Yeah.
But it's not an actual controller. It's an attachment for
Oh.
your existing controller. And oh my god, The Verge is shitting all over my computer. There we go. So they're adding something called the back button attachment. Pretty much it adds paddles to the back of your PlayStation 4 controller, plugs right into the headphone jack, and you can customize it to do different things. The weird thing about it is it has a full OLED display on it to help you adjust the different things to map them as different buttons. But that OLED display faces backwards, so you can't look at the display while you're actually using the controller. So if I grab my handy dandy DualShock 4, the display is right back here in the back of the unit, not in the front where it would make sense. So if I were playing my video game and I'm the boop, 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 and if I want to switch games, I have to turn around my controller, boop, 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 and then I'm good. It's stupid. It's
so
the dumbest
I
bullshit.
definitely agree, but I feel like it's gonna be the kind of thing that seems like a bigger annoyance than it's going to be.
Oh, I'm just,
You have this big ass round thing in the middle of your controller.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem that bad.
it's
How quick does it attach and detach?
very just plug it in, same as a
That's it.
headset.
Maybe that's the idea. Like, all right, I'm done with this game. Flip, click, click, boom, back to gaming. Maybe.
I don't
That's
know,
the
because
idea, I don't
I
know.
guess in theory they
Weird.
would want you to keep it plugged in at all times.
Yeah.
I want to know
Yeah,
how
that is-
badly this is going to kill the controller's battery.
Say, wouldn't that OLED display destroy the controller's battery?
Yeah, because I'm assuming since it's small, it's probably just going to leach power off of the controller, which the PS4 controller doesn't have the best battery life.
Still
Gonna
better
c-
than a. Yeah, no, yeah. I
I'm
guess.
going to come out and say it.
No, they're pretty bad.
It's not
Especially
great.
the older they get.
Hmm.
Why don't they just take the fucking C4, the C4? Remake
Sorry.
it in a PlayStation version.
Nut. Yeah, that's my
It
news.
doesn't make any sense.
That's my news.
I got some lists, but we'll do later. I got some Christmas lists for Christmas. Yay!
I have to get my hat out later.
We'll do my Star Wars. Actually, we'll start with that here really quick. The best, the worst, and the wildest Star Wars games of all time.
Oh, I see. We're just
The
gonna
best
go over
game.
my list. We're just gonna fucking get rid of it.
Don't you have a different one though?
I do.
I thought I had a different one. That's not the same thing. There's the best game, Star
Best
Wars:
game,
Knight of
best-
the Old Republic.
Haven't played KOTOR. Here's fantastic.
The
Oh,
worst
pretty-
game, Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back, the Nintendo game.
Oh, the Nintendo one. Like NES or like
Yeah,
Atari? Okay.
yeah, the NES.
Is it the one where
These
Darth?
aren't any particular order, by the way. These are just like people are saying this is the worst, this is the best.
It's probably the one where
The
Darth Vader
weirdest
turns
game,
into a.
Connect Star Wars.
Yeah, I wanted the special edition Connect just for that game. Special edition 360.
And actually, I think that's it.
Nice.
I'm surprised SWTOR isn't on there because SWTOR.
I put too many hours into SWTOR.
Yeah, so that was
Me too.
that was that list. I didn't realize how short it was. And I didn't
I was
actually read
playing
it.
that game when it was still pay to play.
Me too. I got that on launch day.
Yeah, same.
I
Do you
still have
want
the
to do
key.
your Star Wars list, James? You want to wait?
Yeah, I guess I could do it since we're talking about Star Wars already. All right. So a lot of people are shitting all over The Last Jedi. Probably rightfully so. It's probably a trash movie. But
Last Jedi?
yeah.
Rise of Skywalker.
Oh no, this is.
Last Jedi was the second one.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, this was. Why the fuck is it called that? Anyway, I don't care. Last Jedi got a lot of shit because it was not that great of a movie. But here are games that are worse than the Last Jedi movie. This is from The Gamer. Star Wars Battlefront 2's campaign, the new one. That wasn't great. It was kind of garbage.
That was
Oh,
awful.
get the fuck out of here. It says Shadows of the Empire. That game was great. Get out of my house. Star Wars Rebel Assault for old 1990s PC. And that's it. Great.
I'm surprised.
it.
Good
I'm
list.
surprised that due to difficulty, like, because a lot of people hated Bounty Hunter because of the difficulty. So I'm surprised that wasn't on there.
Yeah, that was a pain in the ass too.
Game was
Um,
fun though.
Mark, do you have that PDF thing that I did?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start with Apple. So really quick on my
FPLA.
Apple end, Apple Arcade is releasing an annual subscription option instead of the $5 a month. You can prepay $50 a year, save 20. What is that? $10, something like that. So yeah, it's a $50 a year option instead of the $5 a month option that they are doing now,
Nice.
which is nice. Go ahead, Mark.
That's pretty killer. Apple's been working on the idea of possibly sending data directly from Apple to satellites and then to your phone, circumventing the mobile carrier completely.
That's cool.
That's dope.
So they, according to Bloomberg, they supposedly have a secret team working on satellite technology for iPhones. That either use satellites or beam satellite data to satellites and then back to your phone.